you are having a good day so far. Today we'll be doing our grade 1 English lesson on nouns. And before we start with our grade 1 English lesson on nouns, we're going to log into aplusstudents.ca. Once we've logged into aplusstudents.ca with our username as well as our password, and then we're going to select the subject of language arts, grade 1. And once we've selected the subject, which is language arts, grade 1, and then we're going to scroll down up until we get to the chapter of nouns. So we are doing the chapter of nouns. So we're doing the chapter of nouns, and we said the subject is English, which is language arts, grade 1. And we said that the lessons that we are focusing on today under the chapter of nouns is to complete the sentence with a noun that matches the picture and to identify nouns within a sentence. So once again, we are doing the lessons of which is to complete the sentence with a noun that matches the picture as well as to identify nouns within a sentence. So that is going to be our lessons for today under the chapter of nouns. All right. So a noun, it names a person, it names an animal, it names a place or a thing, right? And some of the nouns, right, we say that it names a person. So we said it names a person, an animal, a place, or a thing. So some of the nouns that name a person, right? A few examples of those nouns are, it's like saying, let me write it down. It's like saying girl, right? It's like saying girl or girls, or you can say boy or boys. So these are the nouns. So instead of writing the person's name, we can just say that this is a girl and that is a boy. So when we name a person, right, like we say, we can either name them either by saying that this is a girl, this is a boy, or for, of course, like specifying what their specific name is, right? Then some nouns they name an animal. So we first said it names a person, and now we're saying it names an animal, right? And animals can of course be any animal. Can be your dog, can be your cat, can basically be any animal, right? So it basically names that specific animal. And then we also have where some of the nouns it names a place, right? And the place it doesn't necessarily have to be, for example, the name of a specific. It can even be like things like zoo, right? Um, it can be the park that you go to. It can even be the school that you go to, right? And that is even without mentioning the names of these things. The same with naming a person. Instead of writing the name of the girl, we can just say it's a girl. Instead of writing the name of a boy, we can just say it's a boy. And then we have where a noun it names a thing. And when it names a thing, it can be things like a hat, can be things like a car, right? So that is certain things that nouns that they name. So we're not specifically giving the name of the car, we're not giving the brand of the hat. We're just saying it's a hat, it's a car, for example. And once again, these are nouns, right? So we made examples now of nouns where we made an example each of a noun that names an animal, names a place, names a thing, and also names a person. And like I said, these are nouns. Nouns that names a person, names an animal, names a place, or names a thing. And we are doing our tutorial lesson on A plus A plus students.ca. So we're doing our tutorial lesson on A plus students.ca. All right. So we see that we are doing the chapter of nouns, and we're going to the first lesson, which is to complete the sentence with a noun to match the picture. All right. So remember, we see that a noun names a person, a place, an animal, or a thing, right? So we now have to complete the sentence to match the picture. So now the question is, if you look at this person, the sings, who sings? All right, so if we look at this specific picture, right, remember we said that it names a person, and when we name a person, it can be girl, boy, it can be man, woman, right? So if we look at this picture, then we can say, the man, he sings. So the man sings. So the man, so which means that man is a noun and it also names a person, right? And before we continue, if we look at our explanation over here, right, it says that a noun, it names a person, it names an animal, a place, or thing. And we say some nouns, they name a person. So nouns, they name a person, animal, place, or thing. And here we have examples again. We said a noun, it names a person, which is girl, boy, which is man, woman, right? Then it names animals. And we made examples of dog and a cat and a fish. And now we have also examples of a duck, a cat once again. Names of places. Like I said, it doesn't have to be necessarily the name of the place. But for example, a name of a place is a park because it's general things, right? So a park is a place, the zoo is a place. Remember, you can even give the name of the zoo, but if we generalize, right, then we can, for example, say zoo, and then it basically means it can be any zoo, right, that we are specifically talking about. But if you eventually give the name of the zoo, then we will know, right? But for now, if we say it names a place, an animal, a person, then we are generalizing. It names a thing. So things, we have hats, we have trains, we have cars. These are all general things, right? Because a noun, it names a person, a place, an animal, or a thing. We need to complete the sentence to match the picture. So if we look at the fox, right? And fox has something in his or on its in its hand. What does the fox have? It says the fox has a what? All right, so if we look at this picture, right, then we can say the fox has a what? We can either say the fox has a bag, or we can say the fox has a shopping bag, right? But the fox has a bag. So bag is definitely that specific noun. And we can say a bag. So the fox basically just needs a bag. It's not even a shopping bag. Because a shopping bag, it's like basically still describing what type of bag the fox has. Going to the next one. If we look at this specific person, so we can say who the reads. So if we look at this little face over here, who reads? So who reads? And we can say that the boy reads. And that basically names a person. So the boy, he reads. Sorry. All right. Now let's go to our test. Sorry for that. Remember we said that a noun, it names a person. A noun, it names a place. It names a thing. And it names an animal. So we're going to look at the specific pictures and we are going to match the pictures to the sentence. We need to complete the sentence to match the pictures. So if we look at the specific picture, so what is happening within this picture? It says the plays. Is it the girl plays, the bunny plays, the rock plays, or the kitchen plays? All right, so if we select a, let's say, the correct answer, it says the girl plays, right? Because the girl, she plays with her toys. And girl is correct. The what eats. So the what eats, is it the squirrel eats, the man eats, the couch eats, or the kitchen eats? Who eats? We need to specifically say who eats. And remember, when it comes to nouns, it names a person, place, animal, or thing. So the who eats, is it the squirrel, is it the man, the couch, or the kitchen? And if we choose the correct word, we can say the man, he eats. All right. The boy has a what? So what does this boy has have in his hand? It's a hot day, and he's using this thing to cool himself off. So the boy has a what? Does the boy have a ball, a fan, a cat, or a phone? Something that the boy have. All right, so if we look at the correct answer, we can say the boy has a fan. And that is a fan that is basically cooling him off. And fan is correct. All right, we're still completing the sentence to match the picture. This man, he has a what? So this man has a what? He's standing in front or next to a what? So we can say this man has a car. And we said this man, he has a car. Even if we were to describe that car, we can say it is a green car. But for now, all we say is this man has a car because car, it names a thing. Now, we need to complete the sentence to match the picture. If we look at the thing that the baby has in his or her hand, then we can say the baby has a book, the baby has a bottle, the baby has a toy, or the baby has a ball. So, what does the baby have? All right, so if we look at the toy or the thing that's in in the baby's hand, then we can say the baby has a toy. So we say that the baby has a toy, and that is basically a thing. So we basically completed the sentence now with a noun to match the picture. So now we're going to identify nouns within a sentence. And once again, we can say that a noun, it names a person, a place, an animal, or a thing, right? So even if, okay, so if we say a noun, it names a person, animal, place, or thing, right? then like we say, when especially when it comes to just naming a person, a place, an animal or thing, right? This case it is more general nouns. So here it says find the one noun. And if we select the noun, and then we can say father is the noun. Remember, we can either say father, we can say dad, grandpa, but that specifically is the noun because remember, it names a person. So we say that father was the name of a noun and it names a person. Is the cow eating? We need to select a noun within that sentence. So is the cow eating? So is the cow eating? If you look at that specific sentence, what is the noun within that sentence? Remember, we said a noun, it names a person, animal, place, or thing. All right, so if we select, and if we select a noun, we can say cow. Because cow, it names an animal, right? So is the cow eating? Cow is our answer because it names an animal. So a cow. And a cow, it names an animal. Just like we see the duck, we see the cat, we see the dog, a cow is also an animal. All right. It says, how big is your pocket? How big is your pocket? We need to select the noun. And if we select the noun, how big is your pocket? And then we're going to select pocket. And pocket is basically just a thing, right? So we said that how big is your pocket? And we identified who or what basically, if you look at the specific um It says, how big is your pocket? And we just identified the word pocket as a noun. And a pocket, it names a thing. All right. So we say that that is a thing, which is pocket. So we say that a noun, it names an animal, it names a place, it names a person, as well as a thing. So now we're going on to our test. So if we look at we are by the test, right? If you look at the first one, it says we need to find the one noun. How big is your pocket? So how deep is your pocket? So if we look at the noun, is it how big, sorry, is your pocket? So we need to find the one word that tells us how deep is your pocket. One word. Is it how? Is it big? Is it your, or is it pocket? There's no toy. We are about how big is your pocket. And if we look at that specific sentence, right, where we need to find the noun, and we're going to say pocket is our noun. So pocket is the noun. Yes, so pocket is correct. Pocket is our noun because it names a thing, right? So pocket, it names a thing. So it's a noun and it names a thing, right? So now we need to find the one word in from the sentence, which is look at the clown. Look at the clown. Is it look? Is it at the or clown? We need to choose the one word which is a noun, which is either a names a place, a person, an animal, or a thing. And then we select one of those words at the bottom. And if we look at or if we find that one noun, we can say it's clown. Yes, we're going to choose clown. So well done. Clown is correct. My cat is sleeping. The cat is sleeping. Is it my? Is it cat? Is it is or sleeping? We need to find that one word. So do we say it is my? Do we say cat? Do we say is? Or do we say sleeping? We need to choose one of these words, which is a noun. All right, so if we're going to select the noun within the sentence, and then we're going to say cat, right? Because cat, it names an animal. So we said cat, in my cat is sleeping. So well done. We need to find that one noun. It says, the rabbit hopped away. So the rabbit hopped away. We need to select the noun, right? From the sentence. Is it the? Is it rabbit hopped? Or is it away? And if we select the noun, we can say it is rabbit, right? So rabbit was the one that hopped away. Grandpa laughs loudly. So we need to find that one noun. Is it grandpa? Is it laughs? Or is it loudly? And if we find that one noun, we can say it is grandpa, right? And we can say grandpa is the one. And we need to find one noun, right? Is the cow eating? So is the cow eating? So we need to find that one noun. Is it is? Is it the? Is it cow or eating? The cow. Is the cow eating? So we need to find that specific noun, right? Is it? And we're going to choose cow. And we can say cow is our noun. All right. So we have identified either names of people, which is names of persons, name of places, names of things, as well as names of animals, right? And that is basically nouns. It's where you are able to identify the name of a person, a place, a thing, as well as an animal, right? All right, so now we're going to a plus classes.ca. a+classes.ca. All right. So once you are by a+classes.ca, and then we're going to learning materials. So we're going to go to reading, and then we're going to scroll down all the way up until we get to the 4 purple boxes. So we're going to scroll down up until we get to read along audiobooks level 1. And we're going to go to the second book, which is December. And December by Anne Francis.
December by Anne Francis.
So we're just going to follow.
Candy canes. Ribbon. Stars. Cookies. Bells. Wreath. Candles. Lights. Gift.
All right. So that is basically our audiobook, right? And we were to and they basically made, or let's say they were reading about December, right? And basically all of the things that they need for December, right? All right. So now this is the end of our lesson, grade 1. Thank you very much for joining the class. Thank you very much for being interactive. Just know that a noun, it names a person, an animal, a place, or it nouns a thing, right? So those are nouns. It names an animal, it names a place, it names um, a thing, and it also names a person. All right, so that is the end of the lesson. I hope you're going to have a good day further. Goodbye.